Breaking news! New found element in the
potato.
Potassium is very reactive. You might be able to call it evil.
Potassium is so reactive that if you put in a box with argon, it would actually suck up the oxygen in the paper, which is made of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Potassium is so reactive that if you were to put it in sodium in a compound, it would actually be so reactive that if you were to drop it to the ground, it'd explode because of the water in the air.
Potassium is also a key component to the cells on Earth. Scientists have been able to make a potassium mirror which shields whatever you put inside it.
I'm going to show you how to make a potassium mirror. We'll just fish out a nice little bit of potassium. It's stored under mineral oil because it reacts with water over time. So it's quite malleable stuff. It's a little bit like if you imagine cutting blue tack. It's quite soft. Start to see it. It's starting to go off a little bit already. It's tarnishing a wee bit. So we can just manipulate it like that. And then we're going to pop it into our ampule. I'm going to evacuate it now. I'm going to remove all of the atmosphere from this ampule. Okay, we've done that because the boiling point of potassium under 1 atmosphere is over 700 degrees C, which is pretty high. It's too high for the glass to tolerate. If I heated it up to that temperature, the glass would start to soften and melt. So by evacuating it, we remove all of that atmosphere, which is keeping that boiling point as high as it is, so it lowers the boiling point much lower. So it starts to drop into the range of that of water. Okay, so just going to the blue flame, which is the nice hot flame. We'll just keep on gently warming it. And at some point, it will melt just enough that you'll start to see bubbles of potassium just jumping out of this thin oxide layer which is coating it at the minute. And there's the mirror starting to form. So the reason we do it like this is that we end up with a large surface area of potassium, so it's excellent for keeping our solvents dry. So what we've got now is we've got the ampule, and all the way up here this is literally a mirror of very thin potassium. Potassium is very important.
As a crazy old man said, potassium is very important to life as we know it. If you were to burn a tree or even potatoes, all that would be left is potassium. Pot for potatoes and ash for the ashes.
Potassium as a nutrient is a whole different story. It stimulates our kidney to remove waste products. And by the way, it helps with your skin health!
Potassium can actually lower your blood pressure, which can save your life. And the old fact that bananas have the most potassium is wrong. Actually, cantaloupes and potatoes actually have more potassium.
Potassium also reacts with other solvents such as hydrochloric acid.
Go.
Potassium is the second lightest metal other than lithium. It comes from the Arabic word kalium, which makes the symbol K. Its atomic number is 19.
Sir David Humphrey found potassium in 1807. Potassium is an alkali metal. It makes up 1.5% of all of the Earth's crust.
Over the last 2,000 years, potassium has been used to make glass, fertilizer, and other substances. In fact, 93% of all potassium used today is used as fertilizer. And in fact, potassium chloride, which is used to replace sodium chloride, which is salt, can actually lower your blood pressure when sodium actually raises it.
We have one more video to show you, which shows what happens when you add direct heat to potassium out in the open air.
Hey, that's against the law. You're coming with me.
So in conclusion,
Can't touch me.
potassium is a key component to life itself.
Can't touch
If
me.
you play around with it,
Just like the bad guy from Lethal Weapon 2. I've got diplomatic immunity, so Hammer, you can't sue. I can write graffiti, even jaywalk in the street. I can riot, loot, not give a hoot, and touch your sister's teeth. Can't touch me. You can't touch me.
What in God's name is he doing?
You can't touch me.
I believe that's the worm.
Stop. Peter time. I'm a big shot. There's no doubt. Light a fire and pee it out. Don't like it? Kiss my rump. Just for a minute, let's all do the bump. Can't touch me. Yeah, do the Peter Griffin bump. Can't touch me. I'm Presidential Peter. Interns think I'm hot. Don't care if you're handicapped, I'll still park in your spot. I've been around the world, from Hartford to Back Bay. It's Peter, go Peter, upsy Peter, yo Peter, let's see Reed just rap this way. Can't touch me. Except for you. You can touch me.